Organise ourselves here, and that will be good to go. Okay, do say hello when you enter the room. Gran Turismo has been updated. Okay. Let's take a look at some of that in just a moment. See what we can expect. Bit of Christmas music. Yeah. Chilled Gran Turismo Christmas music. Gotta love it. Yeah. Okay, we'll get started in just a moment. Do say hello in the chat once a few of you are here. Just a bit of chilled Christmas music, that's all we need for the moment. Okay, still learning how to do this whole organise yourself before streaming. I'm getting there. I've just done a tweet about it. If any of you could retweet it, that would be brilliant. Let's get a few people watching. Hold on. Other than that, I'll just get that done and then we're good to go. And how chilled is this? Wrap your presents to a bit of GT Sport music. Lovely. Okay, so what have we got then? Let's take a look. Gran Turismo League, Sunday Cup added, so new campaign modes, player leagues, complete wide variety of cars. Okay, nice. New cars, whole selection of new cars here. Ferrari F40 is nice, Enzo Ferrari is nice, Lamborghini Countach, KTM Crossbow R, nice. So a good selection of cars then, not just the Skylines. Obviously there's always got to be a couple of Skylines, isn't there? What would be an update without Skylines? Kyoto Driving Park, very nice. So a new track, and we'll get into that. We've also got the season greeting section as well. Very nice and Christmassy. Spots related to Bugatti. Nice. Okay, wow, isn't that nice and festive? So we've got the campaign here. What can we do? I'd like to look at, I haven't done much on this game, so I'm just going to have to get into it from the beginning. Also playing with controller today because the build's not set up, but it will be next time. We can't get into the campaign, that's on GTD. So, looking at the league. Let's do a Sunday Cup. Hopefully, I'm not going to use manual gears on this with the controller. Well, will if I have to. Rather not. I save all the manual stuff for the wheel. It's just not the same for me with the controller. So Alex is asking when the update came out. It came out a couple of hours ago. 4.5 gig, roughly. Something like that. Oh, it's not this horrible track. I hate this track. Oh, I just want to get off it. Already I feel stressed. It's just so boring. Let's shift up. So it's manual. This circuit, I do find this circuit so boring. Goodness me, it's boring. Done. Done. We're off of it. Goodness for that. I've completely forgotten to turn off the music, which means this stream is already buggered, isn't it? Never mind. So, there we go. It's a bit of that, level 4. Okay. I don't play this game often, so that's why it's a case of getting back into it. What about race 2? Have I miscontinued to race 2? No, just exit that race 2 here. So Christmas is almost upon us, viewers. Hope you've done all your shopping, your wrapping. Some of you will have done none of it, I'm sure. Got to get it sorted in the next 2 days, next Christmas. Some of you will be seeing Father Christmas very soon. Some of you won't because you're naughty. Right, let's see how we get on then with a bit more Gran Turismo now on the Suzuka short course, I believe. So I have no idea what variant Suzuka this is. I still don't know what down gear is on here either. So. I'd rather not drive manual on the control myself. I just like it. We're on our way. The game handles really well with the controller, that has to be said. It is really easy to play with the controller. away. Time to race away. See you coming, pal. Final lap now, so we're now en route to complete this race. Obviously this is the first cup, so I expect the difficulty will rise considerably. And that's someone done as well. A nice shiny cup at the end. So let's get through that. Okay, yeah, lovely. Done. Okay. This is quite an important update to the game, really. I think all things being considered, you know, the one-player mode was one of the key things a lot of people are missing. So let's see. So we've got World Racing Elite in here again. Hello, hello. And who else have we got here? And we got, oh my God, crispy bacon as well. Yes, a Merry Christmas to you all. Right? You have a lovely Christmas, everybody. I'm going to be having a little break, doing a bit of streaming, but nothing in the way of videos, a couple of articles, but trying to have a bit of break. This internet, sort of YouTube stuff really is like 24/7 video production. People would not believe how many hours you spend filming and editing. So, race 3. So, that wasn't a good gear change, I know. Doesn't matter, we'll win anyway because it's still relatively easy at this stage. I should have my steering wheel back on next time I play this, which then I'll be able to do more technical driving and stuff, because obviously I use a wheel, for those of you who don't know, on a regular basis. And I've also got the TGT wheel Fussmaster, which is amazing with this game. The tactile transducer really is a game changer in terms of feedback, tactile feedback. guy there, I noticed, going straight into a wall. So let's get him out of the way. They're always so slow through there. My wheel today because I'm going to be streaming some other games. I'm still going to complete Redout, which Redout I love Redout, especially on the Xbox One X version. I haven't played it on the PlayStation 4 Pro. It's looking really good on there, the Lightspeed edition. It's definitely the Wipeout winner of the year. What the gears are for these corners, but goodness me, car could have done with going a gear lower there, couldn't it? But never mind. Miles in the lead, so it doesn't make any difference at the stage. There we are. So, game too loud. Okay, thank you for that. Okay, can you guys hear me better now? Can you guys hear me better now? Just a quick test. If you guys, oh, I might be a bit loud there, sorry. How's that? Is that better with the mic, guys? Right, because I can't hear it obviously, so I just need the feedback from you guys as to, yep. Okay, brilliant. Okay, I've balanced it out a bit more now. Thanks for the advice, because I can't always, when I set up different games consoles, I've got my Xbox and my PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 4, they all output a different audio, so it's sometimes difficult to know which is outputting what on my setup here. For those of you that are sort of looking into a wheel at the moment, I'm just going to grab this one here. This is so this is the TGT, which is sort of the wheel of the moment, if you like, in terms of Gran Turismo. There it is there. Nice, nice sort of oval chassis to it. There we go. That'll be set up again in a few days. But I've got some. The steering wheel sort of blocks my TV, so it's nice to play some controller games while I. And these races are not, you know, demanding. You know, they're all pretty straightforward. So we'll see how the career mode expands. I think that's the main thing. Having a much needed coffee here, just to give me the boost, stream boost. So compared to this, now I haven't played this game very much purposefully because I wanted to. I've let Martin and Kevin work their way through it. I mean, Kevin's been waiting for this update to complete his review. He wanted to get a more complete example of the game to review it. Everybody was sort of rushing their games out, weren't they? Sort of September, October, you know, between this and Project Cars, and you know, in a way, like you say, both games needed another 6 months development to bring it all together. So I've never driven this course. Haven't a clue where to go. Okay, so that is a second gear. I don't always listen to what it tells you in terms of gears. Come on. This car's not... the torque just isn't having it. That probably was second gear. Line crest, I just don't want to... Now I'm playing this on a standard stock PS4, don't have a Pro, so you won't be seeing extra elements of niceness on here that system probably provides. Don't know what these corners are like at all. First lap ever on this circuit. It's quite difficult to remember actually because it's a slightly longer lap and it's quite samey looking. So should overtake all of these guys in the course for the next lap. Let's just get a little bit of a move on here because this place is pulling away a bit, isn't it? We've got him now, so where are we? First lap still, so it's a long old lap, isn't it? Question: have any of you played it in VR? What do you think of Gran Turismo in VR? Who's played it here? No, that guy coming up and overtaking me. What's that about? Didn't know about that corner, did I? Got mixed up on that. Second gear around here again, isn't it? That's it. They do look very similar, these corners. I thought we'd have taken the lead by now. Please don't make me run this again. Have to push it a bit more. Close a bit. Okay, that wasn't the right move. This is painfully slow. No, this is so frustrating. I'm going to have to run this again. Just want to get it done. I was hoping to just rush through these. Oh well. This isn't looking good, is it? Need need these two to have a bit of a comings together.
That's it. Good job. Good job. Go on, take it. Take him. Come on, get on there. That's it. Beautiful. That was a bit cheeky, wasn't it? I don't care. Done. Done. It's not like they're real players, is it? Excellent. Don't do that at home, kids. But there was no way I was running that all again. Okay, so that's that one done. And let's see where we go now. So that's an interesting circuit. I think with a wheel that would be nice. Oh, Nurburgring, my nemesis. My nemesis. There we are. A Ford Focus. Represent. One of the few cars I fit into perfectly. It's a good car for tall people. Absolutely. Right. Let's see how we get on with. Oh, do retweet and share the stream, by the way, viewers, if you could. Really appreciate that. We'll get a few people in here. Have a chat amongst yourself, of course. And if you have any questions or any games you'd like to see me play, do let me know. I always note them down. Okay. Nurburgring, 2 laps. Alright, it's a Nurburgring F1, so that's fine. It's not the actual Nordschleife action. Whenever I play this course, it reminds me a lot of playing Project Gotham Racing 3. I used to play this course a lot, Project Gotham Racing 3. And don't get me wrong, we got very good at it as well at the time. Oh, BVV actually used to play this course a lot at the time, so when we were an esports team. Come on, more speed. Cars are really slow on the apexes. So let's just get past the field. We've only got 2 laps, so we need to kind of get a move on here. You can't hang around. Shape now we'll just take it nice and easy. I said that in the last race, didn't I? But unlike the last track, I know this one, so it shouldn't take too long to dispatch these guys. Even though this car doesn't seem to go uphill very well. I say that, look at it. It's like a Honda Civic. Bye. Slow on the apex, being so slow, get out of the way. You know, the funny thing is that I'll go into the next cup and they're probably going to just wipe the floor with me. I'm a bit further behind this guy than I anticipated. where this car seems to struggle is it peaks very quickly in second gear, and then you shift into third and it really sort of bolts down. Second and third gears don't connect very well. There he is, goes off. I'm going off now as well. This car is so slow on these corners, you really do have to crawl through them. It just seems to completely max out second gear, and in the end you're sort of chugging along in third. What's he doing? No chance, pal. Nonsense, trying to overtake. So, I suppose in a bit we'll work on some faster cars. Comes again, look. Yeah. Try it. It's interesting, that's almost like a little bit of rubber band AI going on there, because he's so slow when you take him on the first lap and then he suddenly speeds up. I was focusing on my rear view mirror then, and not my racing. Let's focus on the racing, come on. This car is just so slow on these corners. Amazing, still got lap time as well, but that was a standing start, of course. Oh, he's got more power. He's got more power. It's alright. Goodness me, we can't be going. We've got to get through these quick races. Come on. Look at the extra power he's got. No. Okay, so let's take a look at some of your messages here. So AAEXHD. Don't know how to say that as one word. It says, update is great. What's your opinion on how Kaz is handling the game since launch? I'd say it's being handled okay. I think the problems were before launch, really. I mean, I think you just expect more of a game that's been in development for 4 years at launch. You know, the fact that they're fixing it now is good. It's so that's Sunday Cup done. That's it. It's a new Sunday Cup. Let's try this one. What's this one? FF Challenge Race 1. Okay, yeah. Okay, let's do this. See how we get on. So in that sense, it's good that these updates are coming. It is becoming the Gran Turismo gradually many would like. It's not there yet. Also, there's a lot of tracks missing from the original Gran Turismo games I'd like to have seen in this version. Especially the original Gran Turismo tracks. So I think that's something which I'd like to see. Edward's asking if there are any new cars. There are a bunch of new cars. I highlighted earlier the Ferrari F40, the Lamborghini Countach. There's a couple of new Nissan Skylines. What more can you expect? There's a whole bunch of new cars. We'll have all that information on the VV website. Okay, I've not driven this car since this track since the beta, and this is driving it backwards. So let's see how we get on here. I don't know if you can take this at full speed or not.
Okay, so my car doesn't quite have the grunt I would like. I don't know if I could have taken that quicker, but we're now at 7th place with 3 laps, rest of 3 laps. I think we're going to struggle. Okay, that didn't work out well for me. A bit slower next time. Lost a lot of speed there, momentum. Some slipstreaming going on. Away. Okay. I really would like to drag this guy to drag me away to first place, but I don't think that's going to happen. First place seems to be long gone. I think we're going to catch first. Perhaps with a better first lap. Possible. Quite enough speed to close the gap. Braking super late that time, but it showed he made a mistake on that final lap, didn't it? Running this race again will be boring, but the time's all lost on this track on that first corner. That's that. Now, some notes there from John about the menu music. Is that GT2 music? I can't remember now. GT2 for me was a long time ago. We're going to run that one more time. Now we know that we can go flat through those, nearly flat through the first corner, flat through the second corner. Let's try one more time. It's an easy course, isn't it? You just got to nail it through that first couple of corners. Past this guy. A lot more speed this time, so should win this one now. If I know don't get this corner completely wrong. That was a disaster. Come on. Need a draft in. I do find these courses quite dull, not much to them from a technical perspective, but you know, at the same time they need courses that people of all gameplay levels can play, and there's a lot of people who play Gran Turismo who never play a driving game, so it's important they have games, tracks where they can feel like a badass. I've got that completely wrong. Not much closer, really, am I? I think I lost it all when I bashed into the back of that other car earlier. I lost a lot of momentum there. Come on. Definitely a bit closer this time. Go. So he makes that mistake on the last corner of every lap, just to give you that last little bit of ground. So Mike there saying Merry Christmas, Alan. Thank you, Mike. What have you got planned for VVV in 2018? Big plans, actually. Got some big changes coming to VVV, not straight away but later in the year, so there's a lot happening there, and there's going to be an evolution of VVV next year, so there is some big changes. We can't talk about all that yet. Next thing for us is going to be the VVV Awards early next year. It's going to be quite a challenging awards discussion this year. You know, there's a lot of big racing games out this year. You know, what's your favourite racing game for those of you watching? And I mean cross format. You know, when you look at all the different racing games that are out there, it's going to be challenging because none of them are perfect. They've all got, you know, whether it's this, you know, this is, yes, this update is massive for this game. You know, it adds a lot to it. Whether it's Project Cars 2, whether it's Forza Motorsport, you know, whether it's Formula 1, you know, everybody will have a different feeling in terms of what they think is the best racing game of the year. I'm quite controversial in everything I like, so whatever we say, someone will be unhappy, you know. Someone somewhere will be unhappy with our decision. Someone always is. Someone's always a fan of a different game. But what I like about VV Awards is that we're always transparent with you guys. You know, if we think a game deserves, an award, what did I do to change the view again? Oh, I don't know. I don't know what button is to change view. That's a bit of a pain. And that's the main thing for you guys, is that we'll always be transparent with our. I don't know this course either. Let's just concentrate for a moment while we study where this course goes. Into the map, we've got a big turning coming up. Right in the way, out of the way. That button, I don't know what button the view changes. Oh, it's that one. Okay. So third place, lap 1 of 3, it's not too bad. But as we found in those other races, the front two seem to be always way more difficult to catch than everybody else. So Katie's asking, what's the best VR racing game? You know, it's difficult to say really. I mean, it's not on console. The best VR racing game really is, it's got to be a PC game, whether it's Project Cars 2, whether it's iRacing, which is very impressive from VR. It's something like that. I haven't played Gran Turismo in VR. I'm sure it's pretty decent on the Pro in terms of one-on-one racing. I kind of wish they'd made more of a game out of it really, because they could do a lot more with it. It's also a limited number of courses you can run on. But the potential for VR racing is huge, absolutely huge. I mean, when you race games in VR with a proper steering wheel, you know, on a proper rig, it's like being there. It really is. I've done a few motion experiences, and one of the best was a company called CXC Simulations, which is based in LA. I went there earlier this year. There's a video on the channel, CXC Simulations, and it was amazing on iRacing with a motion rig as well. I had to get used to the fact that when I was on the rig, that if you crashed, the steering wheel can break your wrists, so you've got to let go of the steering wheel if you crash. Which it's weird, isn't it? Playing with a steering wheel that can break your wrists. It was an impressive piece of kit. Second gear is really weird. It's almost useless. It's good at slowing the car down, but not good at getting the car up to speed. You kind of want to just stay in third, even if it's chugging along. So VR is very much in the dawn, you know, in a way. I mean, I think on PSVR, you know, Drive Club, for all of its blurriness, was an amazing example of where VR is going. I mean, there were times when you're in Drive Club VR, it's just amazing. You know, it gives you that feeling of being there so well. It's one of the things that, you know, showcasing VR's. It's so hard to show people the scale of a car around you, the size of it, until you're actually in VR. It's one of the things I think that whatever you're playing, scale makes a huge difference. Braking way too late there. I realised that this car, it's just like everything's in slow motion. Interesting, isn't it, how the other cars stuck with me though. I find you overtake half the field pretty quickly. I didn't know what corner I was on then, wasn't looking. Concentrating on my rear view mirror then, where I'm on the course. So I got the hairpin and that's it. So. Trying to use that second gear, it's just like it spins the wheels up and doesn't do anything. It's a very strange gear. Doesn't connect with third gear at all. Whenever you shift up to third, it's like the car just bogs down. Very strange. But there we are. The music playing is whatever it is in the game. I have no idea. When it comes to music, full guard there, I have no idea about music.
But yeah, this is all the original in-game music. Oh, brilliant. Tim has just mentioned that there's a Team VVV car in Project Cars 2. Brilliant, brilliant. Oh, thanks for that, Tim. Appreciate the support. Represent. I didn't know the Team VV car was in there yet, so that's cool. That's cool. There's a version of our car in there. Okay, so that was that. Let's try this one. I've got a nice selection of cars I'm testing. I know this is like the most exciting racing stream you've ever seen. You've got my lovely white Ford Focus. I hope you're all loving the Ford Focus. Look at it. Isn't it lovely? What a beauty. So lots of variety in this stream, but you've got me in the corner, giving it some jovial personality as we work our way through this super serious racing game. Never take this racing gaming thing too seriously. Enjoy it. Enjoy your gaming. I'm always saying that to people, especially sim racers. Don't take it too seriously. Chill. Enjoy the racing. Share the passion. And chill out. It's Christmas as well. You know, enjoy your Christmas break. I hope you've all been watching Indiana Jones every day as well, because why not? Okay, now this course, again, I've never driven it, but I did see someone do it in VR, and it's impressive on running on a PlayStation 4 Pro. And working it through here. Can we pass it? Yes, we can. Go on, give it the third gear. Oh, get out of the way. That's it, good man. So, we're in a different league. I'm battling for the lead. Got some beats going there, haven't we? Had to slow down, lose a lot of momentum there. Nice sunlight effects there on the cars and the track. Right in the way. These two, what are you doing? Bumping into each other. That's a second gear corner. Damn. No, I'm not letting you guys past, just to get in my way again. I might have lost too much time on this lap actually, just mucking around with these guys. Beats are going, aren't they, on that music? Come on, faster. Give me more speed. Oh no, not that much speed. Oh dear, oh dear. That guy goes straight into the back of me. Okay, so this car is just not that great really, is it? It's got bad braking downhill. I don't know if we're going to win this, but at least we're learning the circuit. And then next time we'll do it. Win this. That's full speed through there, is it? No. Scum. Goodness. Draft. Honda Civic driver. Should expect that.
7. Okay. See if we can just close up on these last few corners on this lap. It's always one car challenging you, isn't it? Look at that, it's on me. Full speed. Oh, it doesn't make it full speed, does it? Oh. Oh, well that's that then, isn't it? That's not quite what I expected. Oh, how slow is this? Come on, let's see where we end up. See if we get any closer. That was a horrible crash, wasn't it? Standstill. I think what that shows is that we would have easily won this now, given the ground I've already closed. So they seem to be battling with each other as well. That could help me. Got a bit of wipeout dance going on now. Oh, this could be quite close in the end. If I hadn't have had that crash earlier, it would have been alright. Cars slip through. This is not good. Come on. Away. That might have stuffed me there. My fault. Trying to carry too much speed through learning these corners. I'm slipping through there. This is close. Do I just take him out? That's the question, isn't it? Lovely. Dirty, but it's fine. It's AI, it's not real people, is it? Besides, I just rested on him gently. There we are. It had to be done. It had to be done. Okay, so just here we've got Andre asking what TV do I have. I'm not playing it in HDR, I'm playing it on a very high quality 1080p TV I've got at the moment. I've got a 4K screen as well, but HDR really does add a lot, and it's surprising what it does with lighting and that sort of stuff. I mean, it's going to be amazing when we can one day do VR in HDR as well. It's going to be really impressive. Carlos is asking me to stop crashing. Stop crashing! Well, you know, I don't know these courses, Carlos. I'm literally, this is my first time playing these courses, so you're going to see lots of crashing as I learn. I think that's another thing as well, is, you know, you don't need to be perfect in all these games. You know, it's I need to buy cars now. Where do I get my cars then? Clio Cup, buy Clio. Blimey, let's see if I've got anything else. Do I have a car for this? No. Otherwise, I'm probably just going to go through and let's take a look then. What cars do I need? That's the Renault Clio. Let's see what cars I need. All daily workout completed there. That's nice. Lovely, that's just the car I wanted. Okay, it's really exciting. Let's see. Milestone achieved. As you can see, I've not played the game a great deal, so I'm just learning how to play it as I talk to you guys. Any advice you have for me on the game, do let me know. Arcade track. Unlock Brands Hatch. Okay. Where I can buy cars. Okay. Okay. Those. We'll get it in. We'll get it in yellow, shall we? Let's get it in yellow. Let's get that. And I think the other one was a Mazda, wasn't it, that I needed? This is so yes, FIFA Nutter. This is the new update. So I'm just going through, looking at some stuff here. Yes, let's jump into that car. An exciting car to drive there. Now I know the Kyoto track's new, but I haven't done much of the. As you can see, I just did a few of the arcade. I haven't really got into it. It's still locked, isn't it? Where is the? Oh, this is the new Kyoto track then. Let's have a look at it then during the daytime. So during the daytime. Okay. If I put my mouse, I've put my mouse somewhere. Light right in my way, so I'll start seeing you guys. There it is. And that's one of the things. I have a bright light sort of shining in my face the whole time, so you guys see me. Otherwise, it's just pitch black. Okay, so that's sorted. Just a little bit of spam there, right? So it's going to Mazda, yeah. Oh, what are we doing? Oh yes, I was going to drive this. Was my Kyoto? Completely forgot what I was doing there. Right, let's take a look then. What have we got here? We can use. Not that I have many cars. Let's use a Toyota 86 GT. Let's try this out. Manual, go on then. Even though we're using a controller, I'll go manual. Let's just do intermediate for now, and then I'll come back to this when I have my steering wheel and do it properly. So this is more about the playing. This is the taking part for you. It's not the winning. Always such nice polish, isn't there, to it? Really nice polish and loading screens. Everything runs so smoothly. Here we are then, Kyoto driving park. There it is. So let's go into this. Bit of music, and away we go. Oh, okay, so we've already done this track. This is the track we were doing earlier. Didn't know that was a new track. Okay. Well, we're seeing it during the day now, aren't we? Why not? This car is very different to the one I was driving earlier. A lot more speed to it. Braking there, I was expecting that. So I should have done it on the harder setting actually. It's still not too difficult, is it? Even in the arcade mode. Drafting a bit. Great. Car's a little bit more lively, moves around a bit more. It's nice though, it's got a bit of a loose feeling to it. It's certainly more fun to drive through the longer high-speed corners than the Ford Focus I've been driving. You get a nice bit of lift-off oversteer, so that's what gets the rear end out nicely. Knocked away the cone there, that was quite vital for braking, but no problem. That's one of those braking points that if you're doing your time trial laps, you'll really want to nail that, because you'll be able to carry a lot of speed through there. But, obviously jumping from car to car, it's always difficult to know the braking point is in any given car. The car not liking to slide second gear.
That's one of the Kyoto courses, and I guess the other Kyoto courses are, you know, adjustments on that course, sections of it, such like. So, World Racing Elite there says Merry Christmas to myself and the UV team. Thanks for that. Appreciate that. Really appreciate it. You know, and a Merry Christmas to all of you as well. I hope you all have a lovely Christmas break. I'm just going to quickly get another glass of water, and while I do that, I'm going to leave you with a replay for 2 seconds, and I'll be straight back. Hang in there. Keep the chat rolling. Otherwise, people think I just wandered away. And gives you a chance to look at the replay as well. There it is, lovely replay. I'll be straight back. Viewers, here we are enjoying a bit of action on the replay there on the standard PS4 version, one of the new Kyoto courses. As ever, always great camera views. Just tilt you guys down a little bit as you're practically looking at my forehead there. Well, we've got here this Kyoto. It's got new sections to it. I think what a lot of viewers want is a lot of people want, I think, is the original Gran Turismo tracks back. You know, high-speed ring and stuff like that. I don't know which ones are in here actually, I've been through them all, but you know, Deep Forest and Grand Valley and, you know, other circuits of that ilk. So once I'm away from the other cars, I was able to just loosen the car up a bit and see, lean on it a bit more. See much more how it moves through the corners. It's nice. It's a bit more racy when you start seeing it lean on the suspension, body roll. Interesting error on the shadow there on the rear wheel, looking like the car was floating. It's nice. You know, replays are a really important aspect, I feel, of video racing games in particular, that so many games just don't get right, you know. And one of the big things about, it's me overdoing it there, the big things about Gran Turismo was they've always had amazing replays, but you can sometimes enjoy the replay as much as the actual racing. Lars was saying I'd rather have more tracks than more cars. I agree. You know, it's always been the way. It's like Forza Motorsport had tons of new cars every month, but
you know, tracks, that's what people want. You know, we don't need another 10 Skylines in the game. We need, you know, Gran Turismo tracks back in there. Got that corner completely wrong there, but it doesn't matter. I shifted down too quickly in second gear. It was towards the end. Much more fun to drive than the really boring Ford Focus I've been driving. But we're going to go back to the nice boring Ford Focus, everybody. I think. Oh no, we're not going to the Renault Clio, aren't we? Excitement! The yellow Renault Clio to come. Let's go to campaign then. GT League and continue our beginner league. Yeah, thank you. Let's go into that. There it is, the banana car, ready to go. Look at that, what a beauty. I wonder if I'd even fit into it really when it comes to Renault Clios. Obviously I fit into a Ford Focus, but... Oh, did I? This isn't the new version. We'll find the new version of Kyoto then. Goodness, I don't know this course either. Wow. Right, let's get stuck in. Emergency tea break there to fuel me. Right, let's have a look then and see what this course is like. I've not been on this course before. It's another one of these dull courses for beginners. Right, I know we need them. Right. Slow motion through the corner. Maximising speed through the corner. Maximising. Oh, that's been more of a corner than I anticipated. Never mind. Oh goodness. Right. Draft him. It's painful, isn't it? It's so slow. Right, okay. We know what we're doing now. So it's quite a short lap, thankfully. There's 6 laps of this. We've got our nice rock going from 2001. Sorry chaps, I'm just on the apex, you know, parked. Now let's see, where are we? 7th place, can we win it? We might just sneak past everybody and win it. Let's just keep it tight through here. Right in the way. That's alright. Okay, we're okay. Nearly. That was alright though. We're going to win it anyway. Good. Let's get past this guy. Get out of the way. That's it. Go then. So now we've got all those guys out of the way. I suppose one of these days I should pop in my own PS1 Gran Turismo with my game save from 21 years ago. Got that completely wrong, didn't I? Doesn't matter, eh? But alright. to know whether this is a 4th or a 5th, and it wants 5th. Let's go with 5th. Final lap. What's that done? It's probably more fun in a faster car, but in slow with a wheel. It's probably got a lot more to it. But, I mean, I'm being requested to turn the music off. The music, I know it is 2001 rock, isn't it? You know, but let's see if we can turn the music off then. Let's get out of this for a minute. Let's see if we can turn the music off. I don't use it. I'm just being asked there, why don't I use a cockpit cam? I don't like the cockpit cam because they've only got a distant cockpit cam. They don't have a close cockpit cam. Whenever I'm racing, I normally have a wheel right in front of me, so I just want the dashboard, not the whole back. You know, where you sort of got this back view. It's not right and it's not authentic, because when you're driving a car, your eyes are looking out the windscreen. You're not looking. You can't see the symbol on the centre of your wheel. You know, that's just out of the field of view. You should be close to the car, and it gives you a more authentic driving position. They've got it in Forza Motorsport now, you know, but I think Drive Club really did the best job with that view, and it's something where it frustrates me. Next time I see Kazunori, I'm going to tell him. I'm going to say, look mate, you've got to sort that out. So options. Bear with me because I don't know where everything is. Sound, here we go. There we are. Okay, that's it. And back into the GT League. Next one. Work our way through these. Yeah, I mean, that's what you need. You need the close view. So for me, you actually have a sort of view that's not very realistic when you're using a cockpit cam in that sense in GT, and I find that a little frustrating. So because Kazunori plays from the bumper cam, you always see him playing from the bumper cam. So for him it's not an issue. They also don't have a proper bonnet cam, a hood cam for American viewers, which is something else I feel that they need to sort out, you know, and that can only come from people playing it. Again, I will highlight this to Kazunori when I see him, but he's a very difficult man to get hold of, so I won't hold my breath. Some developers are quite easy to get hold of. Kazunori is not one of them. Okay, that goes up to like 49 miles an hour, and it says no. That wasn't the right move there. So we've got no music now. We're musicless. Soon we'll be off of these beginner races, and then we'll be into much more exciting territory in terms of racing content. This is a very pretty course, though, isn't it, during the day? Speed for that corner, was it? Goodness me, it's so slow. It's almost like incredibly frustrating just having to go through these races. I know it's classic GT stuff, isn't it? You start in cars that are just rubbish. Now, how many laps have we got? 2 laps. I'm still a long way from the lead. Sixth place. I've got to just slow it down a bit now and be patient, basically. That mistake earlier may cost me. Goodness me. So I only just realised this was, of course, the backward of the other course. Such a slow car, come on. The other cars, so all going well. Should be in a good position to win this. Much we could do there. So past this guy. Through there, that's good then. We know this time this is a heavier braking point, and it's downhill as well, so and that's that one done as well. Okay, that's another race done. So let's see. Look at me, level 9. Catching up months behind everybody else, but that's alright. I'm going to spend a stream one day that will probably bore a lot into tears, where I just go through the arcade mode, just doing everything in that. And then I'm going to learn more about the game and probably do some online races as well. But I'm not going to get super competitive on this. This is not. My esport days are long gone, I tell you. Do any of you play
play online GT Sport, esport action. Take it seriously. And Gregor's asking how old I am. Good old Gregor. Old enough to need to dye my hair very soon. Can't be having all this nonsense, all this greyness. So yeah, the dye is busting out soon. Oh, we're on another course I haven't done before. Okay, this is good. I didn't even look what course it is. Madjon. Right, let's try it then. Let's see. It says 3. Let's go third. Let's listen to what they're telling me for a change. Normally I don't listen to the suggested gear. I just ignore it. Again, it's another pretty environment, isn't it? Oh goodness me, he was going slow on that corner. What was he doing? Not in the same race, pal. Look at that, heavily banked. And nice. There we go, that's is that the end of that lap, or oh no, a few more corners to another heavy braking point it seems on the lap. See, it said second gear there, but I just ignore that. This does look like a second gear though. It's a very tight end to the lap, isn't it? Wow. How far do we have to go? Final lap. Didn't like going uphill, did it? The engine's just saying, no, I don't want to do fourth gear. Long straight. Now I appreciate many of you watching this stream have probably raced all these tracks and know them inside out. As I say, I am doing these tracks for the first time, so
So a few more corners to go, and then we should be on to our next track. And there we have it, completing another race. That's that one done. They are quite slow, aren't they, in these cars? That's what it's all about, working your way through. AK saying there, I'd like to see if I would like to see if all racing games offer separate multiplayer lobbies for drivers like me, don't like assist in driving cockpit. I think that when they're doing esports, you should always be locked into a cockpit, because drivers all have to sit in the same place in a real car. It's something, when I watched F1 esports recently, that some of the guys were driving from TCAM and, you know, where any view they wanted to. When you're playing it for fun, I appreciate there are different viewpoints, you can play however you want, but when you're playing in esports, I think the rules for the drivers should be the same equipment, same viewpoints, everything's set. And that's something we're not seeing in esports right now. So if you want to play in esports, choose whatever view you want, and it's the same across the board. Okay, so that was the Clio Cup done. Let's have a look here what we got. FR challenge. Do I have an FR car left? No, I don't. So let's see. Let's get a car. Okay, we've got Lewis Hamilton there. Yes, you do. So it's Lewis versus Nick on their different racing games. Let's buy our cars. Okay. It's all done, like, isn't it, to buy the car, isn't it? Would you like to purchase this in this colour? You want them to go through the options that are available, don't you? Some kind of tinted mirrors and tinted headlights and, you know, heated seats. Okay, yes, change to this car now. Let's get one of these as well. All comes loaded up. I don't like the silver. We'll go with pop-up headlights. Everybody should love some pop-up headlights. They are. Something about Mazda that looks good in red anyway. So let's just do that. I mean, that is one thing about iRacing that you know, everyone's locked to the same view. Having said that, you know, iRacing is so hardcore that unless you're on it all the time, you're never going to compete. Basically, you know, there's all kinds of magic that people learn driving the courses in iRacing. Okay. That's strange. It gives me the option of both cars. But let's just do the road stuff first. And then guys, if you can retweet the stream, just let people know about it, that would be brilliant. Or retweet my tweet. I've done a tweet on Twitter about it, so do let's see. So. Okay. Let's see how we get on here. I didn't even look what track we were doing. Goodness. Alright. Never mind, that's the track I don't know, so it doesn't matter. I was never planning on doing manual, but I thought, hey, let's just... What are we coming to? What kind of corner? That's a fast corner. So probably flat through here. It's going to get more challenging now, I'm assuming. Car's a lot more loose than the horrible, boring Renault Clio was a moment ago in terms of racing dynamics, and I've not overtaken anyone on that one, so it's all to do with this first corner, isn't it? You lose a lot of speed. Flat into this. Essentially, you want to kind of slingshot your way out of there when you know the correct line, which I don't. I seem to be a lot further down the order this time than I have been on previous races. I'm going to try it at the Roadster as well, just to see if the race difficulty is the same with both cars. At least this car can shift on a second better than some of the others I've been using. This guy's going to be right on the apex. First place is gone. Absolutely gone. Do that smoothly this time. So, first place, we're going to catch him this time. I'm going to try it with the other car as well, just to see the difference in handling.
performance. So that was that. It was interesting learning that course. We'll try it with the other car. I just want to see how they work in comparison. Exit that for a moment. Let's try this car. See how it works in comparison in terms of the same championship. It saves you guys time to see me mucking around with the different cars. It definitely looks better in red. Yeah, I'm amazed. Trini Gamers are mentioning about GT2 arcade music. I can't even remember the GT2 arcade music. Goodness me, it's too long ago for me. My brain just doesn't go back that far. Too many racing games, too many laps. Alright, let's just try it in this car, see how it's a comparison. Wow. More speed straight away. Get off the racing line. So already way more speed. Last race I didn't overtake a single car on the first lap. So it's definitely worth going with the RX-7. Loose, more control, lovely, much more fun to drive. Just riding away, we had to back out the power a little bit there just to avoid it. Did a bit of a Max Verstappen, that's fine. Charlie's okay with it, and here we go. So it's much easier in this car, isn't it? Look at that. I mean, we're easily going to win this now. Outside. Wall of death. All the track on the exit. Be careful in that braking, the car doesn't overtake you too much. Too late into that corner, but got away with it. You know, the car does have quite a bit of understeer, so you're always trying to factor that into your cornering technique.
Bit of runoff there, look at that. Tarmac runoff. Lovely. Saves the day, doesn't it? Oh, I did make a mistake there as well. And it really got unbalanced on the curves, didn't it? That was interesting to see. This car's so far ahead, it doesn't really matter if you make a mistake or not. So the RX-7 is the way to go in this particular encounter. Well, the thing about understeering is, by its nature, you have to back out the power to make a corner. As long as I don't do a Kvyat, you know, on Gran Turismo you can do a Kvyat offline. Okay, everyone's welcome to do a Kvyat offline. You know, it's just online, no Kvyat. That's the rule. No torpedoes online, and you're all good. Just going to check my. See what I'm doing here. On to the next race. What track we're doing here? Yep, this is that one. So much more power. Why not? And let's see what we can do with this. So what are we doing here? What course is this? Dragon Trail. Okay, is this the back one? Oh, it is. Backwards. I hate backward circuits. I've not driven this in this formation yet, so it doesn't matter. It's like any other circuit. I get a mindset for courses to be driven a certain way. That's the way they were designed. It's like driving Monaco backwards. It just isn't going to happen. That's quite hairy. Fourth place with another lap to go, so we're going well. We should be barring any massive accidents. Oh, that's not the way to do that corner, is it? Wow, I thought the drift would work for me there. I didn't listen at all to what it was telling me then. It was saying second gear, and I thought, nah, I'll be alright. So, it's got a lot of ground to make up again. We should be okay. We should take these guys by about halfway round.
That's good. It's important not to get stuck behind someone in this sort of chicane, sort of Monaco area. Some of them can brake. Quite a bit slower than I was expecting him to be there, just sort of braking on the apex. Mind. So, learning a bit from the first not quite the flowing corner, but it worked and brings us another win. Which concludes that one. Okay, so Alex is having problems with his controller, I see that. Yeah, that's a bit of a pain. That is a bit of a pain, 50%. My goodness, that would be pretty frustrating. You know, and it takes how long, it depends how long it takes you to pick up on it. Is that, am I being slow, or is there something wrong with my controller? So level 10. Let's see where we are in this championship. I'm just going to share this screen. How we get on now. So, what are we doing here? What track? Kyoto again. This will be number 2, so I assume that's backwards. There's no doubt about it, this game really does handle brilliantly with the controller. And it's head and shoulders the best controller experience when it comes to standard driving games. Wait, what are we in? 8th place? So yes! Yes! I had no idea where to go there. So that's it. We're going to restart that because I had no idea what was coming up there.
funny, isn't it? I mean, you learn a circuit one way around, and then the other way around, of course, you have all the gradient changes to bring into it. It really changes the weight and velocity. So that's tricky if you don't know it. If you know it, it's pretty straightforward. Working our way through 5th place, so we're in good shape now. That's it. So we'll win this one. One more lap to go. Still boxed down a bit a second. No, I just see you mention there at corner mile about steering wheel feeling good. It does. I mean, the steering wheel on this game feels excellent. Unlike Forza Motorsport, where the steering wheel feels quite terrible. Quite terrible in Forza. It really is. It's not the slightest bit realistic. Tried to carry way too much speed in there, but we had a nice tarmac runoff, which was nice. And I'm going to put the replay on, get some water, be straight back. And then after that we'll conclude. I'll finish off the beginner league, and then at my next stream we'll be looking at the next league. Right, so that's that. I've increased my experience today, which is good. And I'll just leave you with a bit of a replay for a moment. I'll be straight back. Of course, chat amongst yourselves. few viewers. That was a bit of that. Good bit of action there throughout the field. Let's end the replay and move on to the next track. That's the 3 of those done. Finally the Mazda Roadster Cup. Let's crack on with this. Got that groovy music. Kyoto driving part again. Now some of these might be new sections. I can't remember which one's which in terms of the new sections on this course. Fast corner coming up. Get past him before the apex. Car lost it on the curb. Let's just restart that because we don't want to just be struggling all the way. I now know that this car really doesn't like that curb. And see if we can close up. Fast this time as I was before. Took some weaker line through there. This is the same course we were doing earlier, so the course will be the same, just the car's not as quick. We're up to 5th place. So all going well, no mistakes. We should work our way through here. It's not like that curve. So it's full speed for that car through there. No lifting. And of course you can see my input down below anyway. This makes me feel a bit naked with my driving and you can see inputs. It's all about not oversteering into the corner and reducing the resistance on the exit. That's where the speed is in GT in that sense. Guys, that's alright, we're through. It's nice.
So lap 3, going into lap 4. We should take the lead now. It's just about being consistent. There's that strange AI effect, isn't there, where you catch up with them very quickly and then they just seem to match your speed as soon as you pass them, or even go quicker. You look at that, he's got better drive than me. No point did he have that drive beforehand. It's going to be interesting to see how frustrating that becomes when you're playing on the harder settings, because you might find that there's a bit of rubber banding going on there. He's hit me, he's hit me. That's a bit frustrating, isn't it? It's a bit like a realistic AI. That's it, mate. Ah, damn. Oh, there we go, got to run that again. We might run out of time on this stream because I've got to finish off shortly. That was a bit frustrating, wasn't it? Getting taken out by the AI. But, with the speed, look at that, it's suddenly a lot quicker. Very strange. We'll run that again. No Soup's asking for a Toto Wolff impression. Not today. We're going to save that. Yeah, I've not really played enough of it, really. I think we're just in the beginner classes. I think it's going to be interesting to see how it is on the harder classes and just how much there is to it, really. At the moment, it's really the races I've seen so far an extension of the arcade mode, essentially. David Crisp was asking, am I not a fan of the cockpit cam? No, I was mentioning earlier, actually, I prefer the forward cockpit cam. I don't like the back cockpit cam only that you have in Gran Turismo. The game essentially is designed to be played from this point of view. This is the way it was made. This is what Kazunori uses, and I don't think they've put enough thought into the cockpit cam. It's a bit of a shame that they haven't done that, really. We know now that the AIs will probably lead the AI into the final lap. The AI is going to go a bit crazy again, so that's quite it's quite interesting how the AI transforms when you overtake them. Third place. Okay, so we're back in the lead. And here they come again. As soon as you get in the lead, look at them. They're all speeding up behind me. Wow. What is that all about? Very interesting AI. They seem to be mucking around with each other, so hopefully that will give me a bit of time to pull away. They've gained on me again. Amazing. This is really weird, isn't it? They slow down, let you pass, and then go crazy on the final lap. It's very much like something out of Mario Kart. It's strange because it's almost like they get a straight line advantage on you. They're not braking later than you, they're just going faster. Look at that, speed differential. Interesting. Okay, so that was that. That was interesting AI there. That final lap, they just suddenly go double their normal speed. That could be very frustrating on the harder difficulties, so we'll see when we get there. Okay, so Willow Springs. Let's have a look at that. So we're going to do these next two races, viewers, and then that'll be it for this stream. And then after that, I'll be back with some more Gran Turismo in the coming days, looking at some of the other stuff. And then once I get the wheel bolted back on, and we'll have lots of Gran Turismo, a bit of online racing, just for fun. I'm not in it to win it, I'm just in it to enjoy it. Leave all the racing to everybody else. Okay, Willow Springs. Let's jump on with this one. That's not the full Willow Springs course. It's a short version. So can't really remember it too well actually. I've not done this variant of the course before. Place. Getting nudged a bit there, that's alright. It's actually quite a technical little circuit, isn't it, in terms of this variant of it. I've never been keen on Willow Springs myself. It's not a course I necessarily little course. 3 laps on this one. I've never done this course before, it is quite technical. And
to get through there before he went into that corner. He was a bit. I thought he was going to be a bit quicker going into it. It wasn't. Daisy. I'm trying to get past these guys. Now that guy who just overtook me was the one who went off on the dirt earlier, and again it's like mad catch up in terms of his incredible speed at catching up there. Got to get past this guy now though. To have any chance of catching this guy. This guy's pretty quick. Take that well at all. Okay. Doesn't look like we're going to get first. Look at this, the AI's just taking me out again. It's the second time. It's the second time the AI's taking me out in the final lap. Sod it. Can't catch him now. Damn! Damn. We have to run that one more time. So much time we've got. We've got limited time for me to finish off here. One more time, chance of running that. Let's do that one more time. We have to be a bit more aggressive this time, I think, just getting people out of the way. There's too much sitting behind people for 3 laps. I'm a little bit concerned of the way the AI is changing on the final lap though, and going much faster than you can. It's almost like they're driving a different car on the final lap. And that's twice that I've been taken out by AI on the final lap. Definitely going better this time than we were before, so should be in a better position come the final lap.
cones out there. That's a bit of a pain because the cones are a helpful guideline on this course. And Rolando's asking, yep, this is the December update. I'm just going through the new single player leagues on this stream. Oh, I'm being taken out. Is that the same car again? Interesting. Well, we've got 2 of 3, so we have to get up there on this lap. Kill him. Certainly hard work with these AI. They're being very aggressive in terms of contact. Need to get past this guy now. So let's keep our eyes on those cars that are behind me because they're quite a way behind. Let's see if they suddenly find super speed and catch us. Interesting to see their performance. Now he's gone off of his own accord, so that's fine. Great, but you can see there they're already gaining on me. I feel nervous because I can feel the AI is just going to take me out in a second. It's an aqua blue car, isn't it? It's a problem. Getting closing on me again. I couldn't see which way to go. I wasn't looking. Oh, and I've done it myself after everything. What a disaster. Let's do it this corner. Ah, frustrating. Damn it. I was looking at my rearview mirror, concentrating more on him, but I still don't know the course very well at that point. Alright, this is the time. This is the time, hopefully. Goodness me, I'm nearly out of time in the stream. One last go on this stream. On this track, and then after that we move on to the next one. On the bright side, you know, when you're replaying these courses, you know, you get better every time, and you learn what's what, and you test new gears and stuff like that. And that's what it's all about, you know. It's,
which way to go on this section here. It doesn't help when you've got cars in your way. And I've lost the first cone. That's a disaster. Right. Don't want to hit that cone. Trying not to hit the cones. Because if you lose the cones, you really do lose your view ahead. Dreaded aqua blue car. You don't like that guy. Another cone gone. Comes. Being hit. Okay, let's do this now. Come on. Let's beat this guy. Remember, it's all about the aqua blue car. It's going to just come out of nowhere in a moment and destroy me. Joking. Goodness me. There he is. That's that. Trying to push too hard, I guess. Oh no. I actually took it much slower that time than usual, but clearly using all the track. Never mind. Okay, so we're going to move on to the next course because then I have to end the stream. Okay, that was a bit frustrating, but I'll go back after the stream and just complete that. Brilliant. It's always one of those stream things when you're trying to get something done quickly, and I'm nearly out of time here, so I may not have time to even finish this race, but we'll see. I'm not bothered about traction control on or off. It doesn't matter to me. I mean, when you're skipping from car to car, you want it on, you want it off. It makes no odds to me whether you have it on or off. I would say that traction control off is more fun for me when I'm using the wheel, but in terms of performance, it depends on the car. I also don't think there's anything. Play the games you want to play with it. There was always this thing about sim racers use traction control off all the time. No, just play what's fun for you. So here we go. Let's get this done. And that will be it for this stream. I'm really late, so I hope don't know where the breaking points are, but we'll figure it out. So slow through here. So this is a backward version of the course we learned earlier. I say we learned. Ran a race on. Lovely scenery. Look at that, beautiful. Love the valley there. Isn't it nice? Really nice visuals. Gradually working our way up through the field, and then we will, so we're saying third, so we'll stick in third. I have no idea what gear you're supposed to go through these corners in, so I don't know these corners very well. From this direction, there's reflections on the cars. Best line into the corner, but read it through, and now into second place. So just going to close in on the lead, and that will conclude our beginners league. Done. Okay, let's get this one done. Closing on this car gradually. These horribly slow corners to come. Lucky for him, there's a bit of runoff. There's that aqua blue car again. That is the one, isn't it? Keeps on having a go on the final lap. Let's just focus on what we're doing. And then he slows down again. It's really weird. It's almost like they seem to rubber band ahead of you, and then goes super quick when they're back behind again.
line through there this time. Just have to hope that we can make it to the finish line ahead of these guys. And they take me out front to finish again. Quite frustrating AI. They're just speeding up and slowing down. It really is pretty inconsistent. But there you have it. That's the end of that. That is the end of that one. I'm sorry, I have to concentrate on the racing now. I was hoping to just get it done because I'm a little bit behind. But yeah, that was that. I'm a bit disappointed with the AI though, in the sense that it's just pure rubber band basically. As soon as you get in the lead, they seem to go at sort of double the normal speed, which is a bit strange. But I'm going to go back to those 2 races. I'll do them on the next stream and complete those, or maybe I won't. Maybe I'll do them another time. That completes the beginner league. And I'll go back and complete those to another time. And the amateur league is now open, and that's a look at the amateur league there as well. So we'll have another look at that another time. But that's it for this stream, viewers. Hope you've enjoyed it. So I had to concentrate at the end there a little bit. But listen, I'm going to be coming back with some more streams in the coming days. As ever, do let me know what cars and tracks you'd like to see. And also what games you'd like to see me playing on here as well. But you know, have a great Christmas if I'm not on again, and I'll be back at some point over Christmas streaming anyway. But that's it for me for now, viewers. As ever, more soon.